Okay, so we installed this trans in this plow truck here, 700 R4, and we've got nothing. It's not going into gear. So we don't know what's going on. We're going to go ahead and put a pressure gauge onto the test port on the trans and see what the line pressure is. This is a 0 to 600 psi gauge, and they typically recommend a 0 to 300, but this is what we got. Here is the location of the test port right above the shift linkage on the driver's side of the transmission. So here's a chart I found for some pressures. It's half of it. Here's the other half. And here's the gauge. And we're going to start this thing up and see what happens. Okay, give her a shot. Rev it up once. After checking the line pressure, did a little more digging. We think we found the problem, because we most likely did. Here's the converter. We actually had it rebuilt from the original 700 R4 trans. Turns out there's really no way to flush them, so they just come apart and clean them all out and do whatever they do. So we put that on this new trans, figuring 700 R4 trans to 700 R4 trans should be good to go. Well, this is called the stator shaft, and this is called the input shaft. And on this new trans, this input shaft has 26 splines. And you can see it's about 900 thousandths. And here is the old transmission. The stator shaft is identical to the new transmission stator shaft, which is why the converter felt like it went on there fine. But this input shaft has 30 splines. And you can see it's almost an inch. So it's about 100 thousandths difference there, and just enough where that turbine in that converter was not catching. So we're pretty sure that's the problem. We're going to put it back together and we'll try it again.